Comfort is the most silent killer of greatness. It doesn't show up as pain, it shows up as peace, routine, just enough. In this episode, we explore the trap of being okay and how setting can sabotage your next level. Whether you're poor, rich, or in between, comfort is not your destination, it's your test. Welcome to Reichtum Revolution. Comfort isn't about being rich or poor. You can be broke and still be comfortable. You can be rich and still be trapped in comfort. Comfort isn't the absence of struggle, it's the agreement to stop growing. The trap is simple. You stop pushing because you have enough, not everything, just enough. Enough to survive, enough to say I'm okay, enough to pretend you don't need more. Comfort is both the reward and the risk. The whole point of struggle is to become comfortable. That's the truth. We fight, hustle and grind because we want rest, we want ease, we want that deep breath that says I need it. So yes, comfort is a reward. You deserve it after all the stress, after the sacrifice, after the years of pressure. But here is when it gets dangerous. The same comfort you worked for can become the cause that stops your next level. Let me explain. The gateman might be happier than a bank manager. A mid-level employee might sleep better than the CEO. Why? Because comfort is not about salary, it's about lifestyle. It's about what you have decided is enough. If the gateman has no dream beyond his post, he's comfortable. If the manager feels he has achieved enough, he stops climbing. Meanwhile, the CEO is restless, not because he is ungrateful, but because he sees more. Comfort doesn't exist, you create it. And once you do, it can either bless you or blind you. Most people are poor not because they lack opportunities, but because they have accepted the vision of comfort. They stopped thinking bigger. And sometimes they don't look comfortable on the outside, but deep down they have settled. They have accepted life the way it is. That's how comfort becomes a beautiful prison. But here is the truth. Comfort is a killer with clean ends. It doesn't come with noise. It doesn't threaten you. It just makes you settle quietly. Middle class, comfortable. Stagnant millionaires, comfortable. Broke but used to it, comfortable. It's not about where you are. It's about what you tolerate. Comfort creates caution, and caution kills motion. You create your comfort, you build it, and once you do, you stop building you. Here is where most people get it wrong. They say they are tired of being broke. They say they hate their 9 to 5. They say they want more. But what happens when you tell them, quit your job and follow your dream? Suddenly they ask, how will I survive? What if I fail? Where will the money come from? Boom! There it is. They are not uncomfortable. They are more comfortable than they think. They don't love where they are. They fear where they could be. True, discomfort makes you move. First, discomfort just makes you complain. They are not stuck because of their situation. They are stuck because of their mindset. They have made peace with the pain. But comfort is easier than risk. And here is the killer. Risk is always the energy of comfort. If you're not willing to face risk, you have already chosen comfort, even if it's painful one. You might say nobody is comfortable in pain, you're right? But let me take you deeper. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ready to change. Let me break it down. A boy who comes last in class is sad about it, sure. But guess what? He still watches TV, still plays games, still repeats the same routine. He is emotionally uncomfortable, but behaviorally comfortable. If he wasn't, he would break the cycle. Pain doesn't always lead to change, but comfort with pain guarantees stagnation. Now, let's talk about rich. Yes, even the rich can be trapped by comfort. Success itself becomes the trap once you taste luxury, ease, and praise. It's harder to challenge yourself again. Why take risk when you already have enough? Why stretch when everyone already clapping for you? Comfort is the killer of greatness. It whispers you have arrived, even when you have only just begun. That's why the rich who stays rich keep pushing, keep building. They never sit too long, because the moment they do, comfort starts writing their downfall. As a truly successful person, your comfort isn't when you stop working. It's when you have many people working for the vision you once carried along. It might sound strange, but let me explain. Real comfort for the wealthy is not in buying luxury or escaping at work. It's in building a system, a structure that runs without them, a team that moves while they sleep, a machine that multiplies money while they focus on purpose. But here is the trap. Some rich people stop growing because they confuse achievement with arrival. They hit one financial goal and start to relax. They build a small empire and then fear losing more than growing. They stop risking, they stop stretching, they fall into different kind of comfort, one that kills innovation. They no longer think like builders, they start thinking like protectors. And when you become more focused on preserving than producing, you start dying slowly. Because comfort isn't just about where you sleep, it's about where your hunger ends. And the moment you lose hunger, you lose relevance, you lose fire, you stop leading and start learning. If you ask me, setting small goal is necessary, but goal can also be dangerous. Why? Goal can make you chase completion, not continuity. Success is not the finish line. Success is not destination. It's process. But here is the truth. The way you define success is exactly how it will treat you. If you chase a goal and not build the system behind it, the moment you get there, your drive dies. You feel like I have arrived and then you stop. But when you are in love with the system, not the spotlight, when you are obsessed with building, not just achieving, you will reach the dream without even noticing, and you won't stop there. You will pass it. System carried you further than gold ever could. Then, why the rich don't retire after hitting success? They build more. They give more. They stretch the system to serve more people because they have learned this. Success is not about arrival. It's about alignment. Alignment with your rhythm, your value, your mission. So if you want to win, stop chasing goal like trophies. Build a system that makes winning inevitable. You see, goals are often emotional traps. They trick your brain into tying happiness to achievement. You see, I feel fulfilled when I hit this number, when I get that house, when I finally make it. And guess what? What happens when you reach it? You pause, you relax, you stop growing. That's not building, that's chasing. And chasing always ends in either burnout or boredom. But here is the secret of real goal. Don't just chase the dream, build the system. A goal has an end. A system keeps going. A goal is a finish line. A system is a rhythm. System makes success sustainable. Even after hitting your goal, you are still in motion, still creating, still becoming. You are not climbing for a trophy. You are building a legacy. So don't just dream it, build it. Because if your success isn't part of a system, it will collapse after celebration. Here is the raw truth. Comfort isn't a place. It's prison you built in your own head. You might be struggling and still be comfortable. You might be rich and still be trapped. Because comfort is not about your bank account. It's about your mindset. Most people aren't falling because they are weak. They are falling because they are too okay with where they are. The last boy in class keeps repeating the same cycle because it's familiar. The man earning 50k a month won't leave the job because it's secure. The millionaire stopped building because he thinks he has arrived. But here is the twist. Comfort is the most dangerous drug. It kills ambition silently. It numbs you. It slows you down. It tells you you're fine, just you. Until one day you're stuck, outdated, and forgotten. Now let's take it deep. This principle in economics called the law of diminishing return. It simply means after a certain level of satisfaction, performance begins to drop. Not because you're tired, but because you're too comfortable to depend what you have built. That's how life works. When you get to that I've made it level and stop stretching, that's when you start sleeping. Success starts becoming your downfall, not your launch pad. You didn't lose because you were weak. You lost because you got full and stop being hungry. So what a crew. Don't just chase comfort. Build capacity. Don't run from pain, run into purpose. Don't settle, stretch. Because the day you start choosing growth over comfort, that's the day your real life begins. Welcome to Reichtum Revolution. I'm Olubade Samuel. See you at the side. Thank you.